7 words to eradicate stress immediately. G'day winner, I'm David Dugan, founder of Abundance Global. I was under a huge amount of pressure back in 2003, 4 and 5, and it was the second Gulf War. I was a lieutenant commander in the Australian Navy, and I was in charge of the operational section, helping ships going to the Middle East and being in really stressful situation. I almost burnt myself out. And I had one of my troops come and speak to me and go, "Sir, you know what? You're just way too stressed." And I was. And I learnt these 7 words, and it just changed my life. And then moving into becoming an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things. You work with suppliers, you're working with clients, you're working with team members, and there's lots of moving parts. You're juggling many things. You can feel overwhelmed. You're bouncing from this thing. There's a drama coming up here, and it can be really stressful. You know, I've got 3 young kids and a beautiful wife who I love very much, and they've got things going on. You're trying to balance all these things. How can you de-stress? And I see outside, even outside that area, look at globally, there's a huge amount of uncertainty in the planet. We've got some crazy politicians out there. We've got governments that are maybe not doing what they should be doing. We've got whole industries that are getting sideswiped because of technology. All these things are happening, and it can be very overwhelming. As an entrepreneur particularly, it's unbelievably important that you're not reacting, that you're not just being like a knee-jerk reaction. When we do that, that's when we make mistakes. Like, have you ever been in a situation where someone has asked you a question and you've just been so stressed out, you fired off an answer to them and you kind of regret it later? But unfortunately, if they're a team member, that really stuck into them and they kind of didn't forget it and they decided, you know what, see you later, I don't want to work in a place like this. So a simple mistake can make a really big impact. And these 7 words are the things that made the biggest difference to me, and it helps me to get a huge amount of perspective. These 7 words, as easy and as simple as they are, have made me take my business from being a startup business to being a very solid 7-figure business. And I reckon it can do for you too. These 7 words, really simple. Grab a pen, grab a paper, and write these out. And this is it, 7 words. Whenever you're under a stressful situation, whenever you've got all this pressure coming on, you've got to make a decision, or you're thinking, what am I going to do? All I want you to do is to ask yourself this question: will this matter in 5 years' time? I'll say that again. Will this matter in 5 years' time? And take a breath in, let it out. Will this matter in 5 years' time? And you know what? Occasionally it will. And if it will, then you can put your energy behind it and you get in there and solve it. But generally speaking, it ain't. You're stressing about things that you do not need to stress out. So if you know someone who's a little bit stressed out, that is maybe trying to juggle too many things, my passion, I want to de-stress this entrepreneur community that we're building. I want to de-stress the world in many ways. You might want to share this video with them, because those simple 7 key words can make a huge difference, have made a huge difference to me, and I know they'll make a huge difference to anyone who puts them into place.